Good morning to you, and today we're talking metals. They're not going to stop crashing until the US dollar turns. I've been banging on about that for some time. I don't know when that will be, nor does anyone, but this US dollar action feels like the parabolic blow off top, not necessarily blow off top, but the parabolic blow off that you get towards the end of bull markets rather than the creeping disbelief that you get at the beginning. I'm hearing talk of forex interventions coming. That may or may not be so. So I'm not ready to pull the trigger just yet. But I am closely following the action, the price action of two metals that look remarkably cheap. And they are silver and platinum. I mentioned them last week. The case for platinum, the main use of which is in catalytic converters for diesel engines, is pretty simple. You would normally expect it to trade at a 25% premium to gold, 1.25 times as expensive. That's the historical average. But demand has been shattered since the Volkswagen emissions scandal of 2015 and the subsequent move away from diesel engines. Gold is currently $1,700 an ounce, $1,720 if history is any guide. Platinum should be north of $2,000 an ounce. It isn't though. It's $830. Now I don't really know what's going to change on the demand side. Platinum may have a major role to play in fuel cells and the hydrogen economy as a catalyst, but so far this role has not been perceived as important enough to push the price higher. In any case, here's a 20-year chart of platinum, and I've drawn a dashed blue line around $780, and you can see that platinum has been below this level just once in almost 20 years during the corona panic of March 2020. Went to $600 an ounce intraday back then. Otherwise, $770 has been the floor. So if you can pick platinum up below $800, around $800, let's just say your downside is probably limited. And so we turn to the perennial great disappointment that silver's not quite as clear cut. Oh, silver, how I used to love it back in the noughties, but experience changed my view. Was there ever a metal with as much potential? Silver is to electronics and modern tech as sugar or salt is to food. It is in just about everything. Then there's its monetary allure as well. Didn't silver go to $50 during the inflation of the 1970s? Aren't you supposed to take refuge in precious metals during inflationary episodes? Here we are in 2022, and silver's fallen off a cliff. It's sitting at $18. For 5 years, between 2015 and 2020, the $19 to $20 area was resistance, and Technical Analysis 101 says 19 to 20 should now be support, but silver being silver has just cut straight through it. It went to $12 in the Corona panic and $8 in the 2008 panic, but the $14 zone has for many years been a sort of pivotal price point. And here's a long-term chart with a dashed line drawn at the $14 mark. Can it go to $14 on this move? It would be extraordinary, given the amounts of money that have been printed, for it to go that low. There should be some support at $18 and at $16, but it is silver. So never underestimate its capacity to disappoint. If the US dollar index goes to 120, a number I've been harping on about for months, then silver will almost certainly get that low. And in a panic, it will probably surpass it, if surpass is the right word. So as I say, I'm not quite ready to pull the trigger just yet. My appetite for risk has been somewhat tempered by the market action of recent months. But as with platinum, below $800, your downside is limited buying silver at $14 if it gets that low. When I say buying silver or platinum, I don't necessarily mean going down the bullion shop and buying bars, nice though they are. I mean either physical metal stored in vaults, ETFs, exchange-traded funds, mining companies, even options or spread betting. Though those last two options are only for the experienced and the risk aware. So if you don't already know how to do it, I suggest you don't. But if we get to those kind of levels, I'll put out another piece explaining in more detail ways to play it. I must say, if silver goes to $14, I'm probably going to get out a lot of leverage, but I'm not quite ready to pull the trigger just yet. Bottom fishing is a dangerous and often expensive game. However, silver and platinum are very much coming into the long-term buy zone, and at a certain point they will be irresistibly cheap. I'd say we're nearly there, but not quite. Patience. Thank you very much for watching, and if you're interested in buying bullion, I'll put a couple of links to bullion dealers I like in the comments. And apart from that, that's all. Please subscribe to the channel, please subscribe to my Substack, and oh look, I'll give you a nice view of the Thames to finish off in. Actually, it's not a particularly nice view of the Thames there, but anyway, I think that's Bray Marina, is it? I don't know. Anyway, cheerio.